Hey y'all, I'm back with another collective energy update. And if you don't know, I'm Elocin with the Modern Day Sage. Welcome. If you are new, welcome back. If you are returning, if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell for whenever I upload new videos, okay? All right, so got to make a quick announcement. Please forgive these readings. Typically, I'm showing y'all what's going on. I mean, the message is the message, but right now, I am going through some changes. And, with change, you got to switch things up sometimes. So instead of me just stopping completely, I'm rolling with these changes. So these readings are going to be, the same message, the same format. But the way that I'm doing it or displaying it is going to be a little bit different, at least for right now, until, I regain some type of normalcy. I just, I don't want to leave you guys without a reading this week, okay? So let's talk about this energy a little bit. Recently, this past Monday, we had a full moon in Cancer, and let me mention this reading is timeless, so it doesn't matter when you catch this video. If you're drawn to the title of the video, more than likely the message is for you. But being that we're in this energy or whatever, I'm gonna speak on it. We're in the full moon Cancer energy. Cancer is a sign of being a homebody. Very emotional sign. It deals with water. Sometimes with Cancer energy, it's guarded. There's a lot of creativity with this energy, being, domestic issues possibly coming up. Now, let me just say this. I'm not an astrologist either. So, it is what it is. But I do, I know energy. So we're going to take a look into this energy and see what's going on, okay? We're going to start off with the Spiritual AF Inspirational card deck. Get 3 cards from there and just, take a spiritual perspective of what's going on. Okay, so the first card came out. You are not your situation. Okay, let's see. Spirit, ancestors, angels, we thank you for today's message. We ask that this message is protected and guided by the most highest light. We thank you for allowing me to be a clear channel for these messages. Ashe, and thank you. All right, so we have 3 cards here. We have you are not your situation. You have here, your brain speaks total fuckery unless you turn your soul on, and be unfuckwithable. Okay, so the first card we have, you are not your situation. It says, one of the keys to becoming spiritual AF is to define who you are by something deeper inside yourself and further outside yourself than the world can touch. You are someone, even if you're not your financial situation, your job, your relationships, or even your body. Find out who that person is and you'll be unfuckwithable. Wow. Because that's the card that we pulled, even though I'm not reading that. Okay? So, listen. Message. Spirit is most definitely saying, be unfuckwithable. And there's a hint here. It says, hint. You'll probably have to do some soul searching. What? Yo! These messages are so in sync because the next card says your brain speaks total fuckery unless you turn your soul on. So this is a time of soul searching. It is a time to really, truly define who you are so you can become unfuckwithable. That nothing can bother you. Nothing can make you come out your square, come out your center. Okay, so it says here, a human brain left unattended doesn't shut down. It goes berserk with bullshit thoughts that turn into bullshit actions. Ego will do its job of judging, separating, and accumulating things to define who you are without any help from you. But the soul needs your attention to be heard over that loud ass ego. There's a reason most truly successful people meditate, read inspiring books, focus on gratitude, and are of service to others in some way. It turns their soul on, and that makes them way better leaders, problem solvers, and functional humans. It also makes them way more fun to be around. Okay, yo. I mean, like, are y'all feeling this? Like, maybe I'm feeling this, and maybe I need to transmute this energy and transfer it through this reading here so y'all can feel it. Y'all feel that? All right, I'm just saying, like, this is very powerful energy here. This is an energy of really coming online to who you are, getting in touch with your soul, and illuminating your soul. So listen, what I heard with the very first card when they say define who you are by something deeper inside yourself and further outside yourself than the world can touch. You know what I heard? I heard the sun. The sun. Let me find out. This is some matrix stuff. But no, seriously, like, what is outside of yourself further than the world can touch? You know, that would be the sun. You know, that would be a star system not of this earth. You know, whatever that is outside of yourself. So maybe this is a time for you to really do some deeper soul searching. Like, really come into your origins of who you are and what your purpose here is. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in this human narrative, not really even understanding our true origins. You know, and our true purpose of being here. You know, we get caught up in this matrix of having to work, having to do this, having to do that, having to, you know, keep up with, you know, be a successful human being. What are you really here for? Are you here to wake up humanity? Are you here to touch a soul, to get them to remember to get your ass up off this biatch and go back home? Enough is enough. Are you here to help raise the frequency of this planet by the beauty that you bring in whatever way, shape, or form? What are you here for? Like, what is your purpose? What is your soul calling for you to do? Okay? So this final card we have with this spiritual AF deck is be unfuckwithable. If you find yourself fucked with, take a moment to reflect on what part of you is out of whack and susceptible to being fuckwithable. Then check that shit with some self-love. When you're filled to the brim with love, nothing anyone says or does bothers you, and no negativity can touch you. You know what that makes you? A badass. A big old spiritual badass. So this is, you know, very spiritual energy. We're talking about, you know, spiritual awakenings here, or spiritual upgrades, spiritual activations, initiations here. There are some initiations happening for some. You know, what's interesting is, you know, that let me tell you, I came across this dope course on ancient Egypt or Kemet mysteries, and it speaks of certain initiations through the underworld passage. And, you know, for those who know what a spiritual initiation looks like and feels like, because, you know, some of my people on here that watches these videos, y'all know we be going through those spiritual initiations. Like, you know, excuse my language, but bump being initiated by man, you know, when spirit initiate you, you gonna know. Especially when you are adapt to those mysteries of life. Especially if you are in certain, let's say, spiritual practices. Like, you don't be initiated by man, you be initiated by spirit, especially if you are a part of the soul group that's here to do your soul's work in a very spiritual way, you know. So, you know, me sharing, I know what them spiritual initiations may feel and look like. They will put you through some stuff to where, you know, you doing stuff that you don't necessarily want to do, but you got to look outside yourself and know that it's for the higher good. Now, if you having to do some stuff that just, you know, don't make no damn sense, and like you hurting somebody or harming somebody, you know, then you might want to, you might want to, you know, check in with yourself a little bit and see where that's coming from, because especially if you say that, you know, you here for the collective and you here to do a work. Now, you know, some people are here that's on that fuckery, you know, here to, you know, some people is just say, okay, and that's what I was saying. Listen, y'all, let me slow it down. So, like I said about, you know, the origin of, you know, looking outside of yourself. A lot of people who are of my soul group are solar beings, celestial beings. You know what I'm saying? So if you are, let's just say you are of the, let's say a solar being from Sirius or something like that. You know what your purpose is. But now there are some people who are of the underworld, and even people from the underworld, they gonna have to, you know, find some type of reconciliation during their judgment. But, you know, some people are like I used to say this, like, even during this time, even demons have the opportunity for redemption. This is a very redeeming time. So, like, but if you doing some weird ass shit, like harming folks, and, you know, this ain't that over here. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so let's get into these angel numbers. Okay, gonna roll these die to get an angel number. Thank you, Jalissa's messages. Oh, I was so excited. She I love her readings, and I have to say that I love her readings. Like, I posted on Instagram, and if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me now. I had posted a story on Instagram, and she viewed it. I'm so, like, smitten over it. I'm like, yeah, girl, I love you, Jalissa. I'm just playing. But no, seriously. Go check her channel out. She's an awesome psychic medium. Spiritual person. She's a very awesome spiritual person, okay? I love her readings. So yeah, we're gonna roll for the angel number. I think that's a good shake there. Be sure to stop this video, Google that angel number now to get further messages, because on this channel we do the work. So let's get into these numbers. The first number we have is 1 3 1 3 2 4 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay, it's almost like a sequence. You start at 1, you take 3 steps forward, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, but then you excel 4 steps ahead. But no, that number is 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. 13, 24. Go check that number out. All right, so let's get into these messages. My cards smell so good. They have a very heavenly scent to them. And I know it's from my years of wearing essential oils all the time, and they just my sweat went into these cards. My essence went into these cards, so they smell so good. All right, let's get these messages. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages, for the collective, the guidance, advice at this time. My heart is so excited. I just feel like this sun card is going to come out. I don't know, but it's just it feels like this is solar energy. And that's a possibility because, we are heading towards the light now. The name of the Weeknd's, who is one of my favorite artists, new album is something Dawn. So this is and then we're in Aquarius season, I believe. So this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It's the Aquarius season. So this is a time of peace, love, and harmony, hopefully, for those in alignment with that energy. But yeah, his new album is 9/6 some FM the dawn or something like that, and one of the name of the songs on his album was Sacrifice. So listen, I be listening to all of that. I be catching all the little symbolism. I should be all into the occult, being a occultist, because I be catching it. But if you listen to some of these songs and just the titles and just the messages behind it, you can get a whole message of what energy we're in, what to expect. These kids, it's out of order. I'm not answering that door. I'm doing a reading. All right, let's see here. Oh, the sun card did come out. That was the first card that came out, the sun. All right. Wow. I ain't even excited because these kids just threw me off. The first card that came out was the sun. And like I said, I do feel that. We have the 8 of Swords, trapped in fear. We have the Justice card, balance. We have here the 5 of Swords, conflict and defeat. So this is mental energy that's coming out. Swords energy, communication. Okay, that's too many cards, Spirit. One more card. And we have the 2 of Cups, spiritual union. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower card, disruption. So we're not going to get into the sun card energy yet, but let's talk about this Tower card. So something shocking, something that has broken down a structure, broken something down that was solid, or, you thought was solid, has, started crumbling down. There's some type of disruptive force, a breakdown, and this was something that was inevitable. Underneath the disruption card, we have material and spiritual prosperity, the 6 of Pentacles. The heart chakra, we have the 8 of Pentacles, positive movement forward. So it looks like what this is there has been a breakdown in the act of reciprocity. Maybe there was some imbalance here just because we have the balance card here. Maybe you were overgiving. Maybe you were not receiving. Let's see. You got to move forward. These children looking for my son. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, they just saw me and I just waved at them. And they saw that I was reading. So they was like, oh, she's working. They know. Okay, so let's see. You got the crown chakra here that's coming up as we clarify this disruption. You have confusion. We have release. We have impartiality. And then we have balance. So, yeah, something is coming into balance, possibly with the overgiving or not giving. Not allowing yourself to have your heart's desires. Some type of impatience here, or moving into a more patient energy. This is also releasing the confusion around you knowing who you are and knowing what you're worth and knowing what you are willing or deserving to receive. Some type of balance is coming in the mind area. Like I said, there's a lot of mental energy here, and we see that with 3, well, you don't see it, but I can tell y'all there's 3 crown chakra cards that came out back to back, and then the third eye chakra. So a lot of mental energy. So some type of disruption in a certain thought pattern, possibly, or a belief system about receiving your heart's desires. Okay, so as we move into this reading, we have the Sun card, light. This is a major arcana card as well. This is something that's inevitable. Success is here. Light being shown on some dark areas. Clarity coming in, especially with this confusion. Like whatever this disruption was or breaking down of a certain mindset or structure, there's victory here with this Sun card. For some, this speaks of, as I mentioned, some type of solar awakening, some type of activation by the sun. Some initiation from the sun. This could be some raw type energy, serious type energy. Illumination, enlightenment, initiations, Let's see. Let's clarify this. Perception, yeah, so there's light coming in. There's clarity coming in with your perception on how you may perceive something. Okay? And with this being attached to the Sun card, this is most definitely something positive. It is most definitely something that's light. Speaking of as in a sense of light as a feather, you are lightening your load here. A lot of balance is coming in, and that's my yacht. So, this really, because we got that Justice card here. We have impartiality, and the Justice card is balance, and the balance card did come out. So, this is, my yacht here. Something balancing out. Something that's pure, weighing against any heaviness, okay? I know I'm like, it's sounding as if I'm all over the place. But like I said, like people don't realize, like this world, we be going through initiations all the time. And just because, like, if you're not aware, you won't know what's going on energetically. During the winter season, that's the time of the underworld. I believe I was saying that when you're coming into spring, which we are, there's more light. There's going to be growth. Okay. So we have trapped in fear, clarified by wisdom. This clarity that's coming in, this light that's coming in is most definitely bringing in some type of wisdom to some type of mental box that you may have placed yourself in. You're probably seeing a way out or seeing your way through because the light is shining through this darkness, and where you are feeling boxed in or caged in, it's just like this clarity. And this is probably what this structure is that's coming, that's crumbling down. This mental structure or belief that's crumbling down is what has kept you in fear. Let's clarify it further. And what it looks like is insecurity. There's been some type of sword of truth that has been granted to you, and what kept you trapped has been insecurity. You may have not necessarily moved the way that you wanted to move or stayed very impartial about situations because of insecurity of not knowing what you were worth or knowing that you could have your heart's desires. Very guarded. As I mentioned, that's Cancerian energy, being very guarded. Not sharing yourself, not sharing your heart, not being open to receive, as I mentioned before. That's coming into balance. There's some type of justice that's taking place here. Rights are being made wrong. Wrongs are being made right, and vice versa. Whatever it is, it's a balance. So if you are finding yourself in situations or lessons, you can't always play the victim here. A lot of times you have to see it as the universe is balancing out karma. Okay? So if bad things are happening, it is based upon karma. Whether that's in this lifetime or past lifetimes. Things have to balance out in order for things to be mayat. Okay, so with some, I do see this conflict though. So let's clarify the balance. What is this balance? You got creation, as I mentioned. Oh, victim. See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. What's coming through is balance in regards to being a victim. Based upon insecurity, there has been a creation of a victim energy, meaning like there's something outside of you that can harm you. There's some type of devil outside of you that you have to be guarded from, or, once again, as I mentioned about these mental constructs or structures, there's a certain belief here that, you have to protect yourself from the evils outside of the world. And so therefore you have trapped yourself into this box. Okay. And maybe certain situations have happened because we have the Justice card here, which is inevitable energy where things have been brought to order and balance has come to you, which has given you the knowledge or wisdom to see this for what it is, to break out of this box, because we have that Tower card. It's inevitable. It's happening. Something happened here which may have made you feel like a victim. But through the realization and possibly sitting with yourself or this light that's coming in, you can see how this situation was created. And it was created from a victim energy based upon insecurity. So I hope that makes sense how I'm explaining it. But moving on, we have conflict and defeat. So this has already been a mental belief. The 5 of Swords is almost like a energy of someone winning at all cost, and somebody losing, somebody walking away as a victor. Like this is the energy of there's going to be a loser. and I'm gonna win at all costs type of energy. Like, everybody ain't gonna be happy. Somebody gonna lose. That's the type of energy this is. You having to walk away or, from a situation because you can't necessarily get to that place of moving forward in the light. This is like turning away from victory, the sun energy, and walking back into darkness based upon this victim energy. So it's like almost every time, you may be close to something, and when something happens that makes you feel insecure or feel like you are a victim, you might walk away from your blessings just that quick. You may be just that close, and then something happened and you're walking away. So let's clarify this energy. We have rejection, like I said, complacency, like it's a stuck energy here. This victim energy is a stuck energy. This is very much so stuck energy. Victim, rejection, complacency, defeat, stuck energy. Don't get caught up in this pattern based upon this insecurity. Like, this is the box. This mind construct that's coming crumbling down has kept you going around in circles or around the perimeter of this cell, going through the same situations and scenarios of rejection, like patterns. Okay, and especially it looks like here with the spiritual union card. Let's see. This is the Two of Cups. For some, this is destiny. Certain things happen due to purpose, due to evolution, needing to forgive. This may have been a lesson of forgiveness and not necessarily caring about what anybody has to say about you and your choices. This is that unfuckwithable energy here. Based upon things coming into balance. Let's get some more clarity on this. Yeah, this is just surrendering to everything. Just surrendering to, being misunderstood. And I do see here to become unfuckwithable. Whatever this structure is that's coming crumbling down is going to show you this insecurity when it comes to being rejected and not staying stuck in that rejected energy and moving forward to possibly spiritual union with yourself and surrendering to, or this could be with someone, but surrendering to, the haters or the people who misunderstand you or who's not open with you. You may be a very giving and lovable person, but, there's some people here that's closed off to who you are. But surrender and still be open regardless. Like, don't allow that to become an insecurity, being different. Being the light of the world and people not understanding that. You continue to be open. Because that is your destiny. To be a master in this realm. To master your masculine and feminine energies. To come into spiritual union with self first. To forgive them for they know not what they do type energy. This is the overall, I hate to say it like this. This is the overall energy of I'm better. Like I'm my best version. Because I'm my best version and I know who I am. Your opinion of who I am, you misunderstanding who I am ain't gonna bother me. Because I'm whole and I'm complete. I know my purpose. I know what I'm here for. And even if you don't necessarily 100% get your purpose, just the fact that you get yourself and you have a solid understanding and you're rooted in a true structure and identity of self. All right, let's get some more cards here. All right, let's see. Let's get what is this? My box is broke. Heal Yourself Oracle card. Let's get one of them cards and see what messages we have. I'm going to put my cards up real quick, you guys, so I don't make too much of a mess here. That way, once I'm done reading, I can just put everything up nice and neat. I'm staying organized this year. You know, it helps me energetically to stay organized and everything in its proper place. Just like aesthetically, it feels good. Mentally, emotionally, it feels good just to have some more organization. So, all right, let's get a card from the Heal Yourself Oracle. And those be my little tips. If you hear me, you hear me. You feel me? If you got an ear to hear, you hear what I'm saying. I got a whole bunch of hacks, y'all. I've been working extremely hard doing this inner work and getting these hacks together as a alchemist, energy alchemist over here. All right, let's see. What came off is take off your mask. All right, see, and that's what I was saying. This is like you being your full authentic self, not caring what anyone has to say about who you are. Even if, you know, they do misunderstand you, it's okay. You could be your true self here. So let's read this. Take off your mask, which is enumerated number 11. This is a number of mastery here. Stop trying to appear different to who you really are. See? It's time to take off your mask and be the real you. You cannot get the love and attention you are craving by pretending to be someone you are not. Why are you so frightened to be honest with yourself and others? Do you feel that you will lose friends and opportunities by showing others your imperfections, fears, and vulnerabilities? Are you constantly doing things to please others, even if doing this does not work for you? This card indicates that you need time to get to know yourself and what is important in your life. You will know that you are evolving when other people's judgments of you no longer impact you. If you have an incredible talent, believe in yourself. Don't hide your greatness because others feel envious or resentful. Remember, every great leader had people who loved them and believed in them, as well as those who doubted and disliked them. What? That is right on time, accurate, in alignment type of card. All right, so let's get some more cards here. And by the way, excuse these little children, these neighborhood children. My children ain't even out there. They in my backyard playing on a trampoline. My son is in the house. He may have went outside, but usually they be playing in my backyard and my son be gone. I'll let them. They okay. If somebody get hurt, I'ma check on them. All right, let's get a card from the Messenger Oracle. And plus the energy of children, you guys. Just the fact that it's children over here, that's that pure energy. Y'all hear them laughing? My heart chakra just all open and stuff. All right, we have need and necessity. Let's see. Night and day exist within the very same moment. Creation and destruction wear the same face. You only see one or the other because you are not seeing the whole. What you may see is harmful, another may believe to be good. All is based upon perception. In nature, all occurs according to need and necessity, not right or wrong. Ask yourself, is there a genuine need to act? Is change necessary for your continued well-being and happiness? If the answer is yes, then act. If the answer is no, then don't, or then do not do it. So that is how you're going to know by that instinct feeling. I don't know if that was from the first reading or not, but oh yeah, that was. Like, I tried to record it the first time, but I was being interrupted so much. So the card that came out was basically saying, go by your gut instincts. And that's how you're going to know. Like, if your gut, like, if you're questioning whether you should do something, then ask yourself, if you're having that gut instinct, then ask yourself, like, do I really need to do this right now? Like, does things absolutely need to change? And if it's a yes, then more than likely, that's your cue to go. That's your cue to do what you got to do in order to, move along with that transformation. Can things move forward, if I act from this? And if it's fear behind that, like, well, if I do act, I don't know what's going to happen. Don't allow that to keep you in that box. Experience it anyway, especially if it's not going to bring harm to you or anybody else. All right, so let's see. Let's get another card out here. We're going to pull from the energy oracle cards. And I will read this in reverse if it comes out in reverse. Let's see. Spirit, what are the messages for the collective? All right, we have in reversed 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. That's 39. All right, so this is in reverse. This card reverse often indicates significant blocks in the throat center. Something in your history may have caused you to shut down, but it's important now to break through that unhealthy pattern. Or you may currently be in a situation where the free sharing of your ideas, opinions, or feelings is being thwarted. In addition to the fear of self-expression, which is that the swords energy, as I was mentioning, this card reverse could indicate physical throat problems, as all the chakra cards reverse may signal difficulties in the area of the body. The physical trouble may be connected to the block energy in that chakra, so it's all the more important to work on clearing the energy in the center involved. To be clear, to clear the throat chakra, call upon Gabriel and meditate on his power, blasting through any blocks. See your throat center spinning in a beautiful blue light. Muster up the courage to speak your truth to yourself and to those around you. It's time to let go of any old fear of confrontation and stand up for yourself from now on. Period. Okay. So that gossip energy, being misunderstood, you got to stand up for yourself because you are worth it. It's time out for, over giving in connections and stuff like that. And just you not necessarily knowing your worth and allowing people to take advantage of the beautiful person that you are. Okay? The Quantum Oracle. We're going to pull a card from this deck. Reversals allowed, so it may be upright or in reverse. Oh, that card came right on out, and it came out in reverse. Peace in reverse. Let's see. Intentions, number 2. Receiving this card reverse brings a strong admonition about your approach to yourself and your life. You are physically and mentally out of balance, and your daily energy is all over the place. If this card reverse is near the fragmented energy card in your spread, the difficulties that ensue could seem overwhelming. It's time to get the balance back into your life. Start by prioritizing yourself in your own inner peace. Create some gentle rhythm through rest, exercise, and regular meditation. Try to approach your task at a more leisurely and organized pace. The worry and inner conflict that you've been going through lately has taken you out of your power. Whatever may be happening, you don't have to be frantic about it. Intervene on the fear and reclaim your trust. As you slowly get your balance back, you feel more in control and find there's less to worry about. Affirmation here is, I live a balanced and peaceful life. I take time to breathe, relax, and let go. Okay, so I'm going to just share this with y'all, because if anything, I be having these moments myself, and Spirit be putting me up on game and be telling me what to do. Is just the point of being consistent. So as I had mentioned, these are just energy hacks. And they don't, this could be for a time being, but just in general, what I found, and for those, who may be a little bit unorganized, when you have an organized space, a clean space, a clutter-free space, your energy flows so much better, and that could possibly be like a feng shui. Did I say that right? Feng shui? Anyway, it could be a feng shui type of energy flow. When you're doing stuff, try to stay as organized as possible. It's okay to be messy sometimes, just as long as you remember to organize a little bit later. But my philosophy has always been clean as you go. As you clean as you go, you don't have to worry about going back and doing anything, So that's what I'm kind of doing now with these cards, putting them up as I go, because all I got to do is put them up. Also, another energy hack that was mentioned here was, what did she say? What was it? What did she say? Who is she? Let me see. I got to go back, you guys, because it just slipped my mind just that quick. It was about peace, bringing balance here. Oh, yeah. So, as we had mentioned, so what's so interesting? Spirit has been telling me to do some yoga, get these chakras together and stuff like that. And, and just to work up, to move my body, to exercise. And that was mentioned to, stay organized, exercise, and meditate, which Spirit has been having me on, no lie. Let me tell you. I came across this yoga practice, or this yoga pose called the Surya Nama. Anyway, the English translation for it is the sun salutations, and it is a series of 12 poses, and that's the beginning phase, or for the beginners, because it's very different. It's different variations of this, yoga practice. It could be a practice within itself, but pretty much it's yoga moves, and it does help lengthen the spine and strengthen the body and tone the muscles and what have you. But being that it is a sun salutation, it's really working with your chakras, and by these poses being implemented for millions of years, got some power in it. This is solar energy, so it's no coincidence that I am channeling sun energy in this reading. So if you're interested in making some changes energetically in your life, I would consider looking into the sun salutation, especially if you're trying to work out, create some type of exercise regimen in your life. Yoga is a very good way to work out and move your body and bring in flexibility, because with more flexibility in your body, the energy can flow a lot more freely. So okay, so let's go. All right, let's see. Let's move on to the next part. All right, and this is coming from the Keepers of the Light. And what came out is the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit came out again. Let's check out this Holy Spirit card. It says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Okay, let us move forward. Okay, let's see here. The Holy Spirit. I can't find it. The Holy Spirit. Sorry, guys. My brain just I went somewhere else. I zoned out for a minute. Okay, the Holy Spirit. Where are you? The Holy Spirit. There it goes. Okay, it says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Okay, and it says, expect the unexpected. Expect miracles. A real turnaround is possible now. Angels are dancing around you. Leave behind thoughts, memories, and feelings that are no longer serving you. And remember the love that you are. Move into your heart and allow the love to shine out into the world. Then miracles can happen. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Miracles from the Holy Spirit. We are going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle. Okay. Okay, the card that came out is I'm Rama. I'm Rama. Where are you being called to journey to? All right, let's see. What is this message for the collective? Page 98. All right. The Celtic word I'm Rama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pull this card, you are either being called on a soul journey or are already on one. It could be to a physical ancient place or metamorphic. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You're being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is to journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Know the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or perhaps watch a movie about a sacred time or place. Or perhaps you are being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstance, your soul is ready to journey deep. So this is possibly, some type of, studying some ancient lineage, such as Kemet, some type of Buddhist or Hindu culture. But Kemet, is the most ancient civilization, the first. Egypt brought about agriculture, science, mathematics, civilized humanity. So, you might want to check out some mysteries of Egypt, because it's a lot of ancient knowledge and wisdom in Egypt, That's just a suggestion for those who may be interested but don't know exactly where to start with that. All right, so let's take a look at the Angels of Atlantis, and there is a connection with Egypt and Atlantis, by the way. So you might want to check out Atlantis as well. Look into Atlantis. Let's see. Let's get some energy here. 3 cards came out. Raziel, faith. Haniel, integrity. And Zaphakel, surrender. And that's what, we saw earlier in the reading about surrendering. But let's read what Raziel, faith, has to say. Okay, faith wishes to be present at this time of your life, and Raziel similarly desires to help you. Make a sacred call to this archangel as you make your leap of faith when courage is needed to flee from all that is familiar. As you embark on your new adventure, the subtle vapors of the universal mysteries will support you. Ask yourself, what is it that needs releasing from my life? If you've hung on to a thought, feeling, or situation that needs releasing, it will only worsen. Let go and let God in. Chant the sacred symbol Om to bring in the divine. Om. Om. Okay, I ain't gonna do it again. All right, let's see. Haniel. integrity, there is a need for you to take a look at the essential parts of your life and the notion of integration. The force of integrity within Haniel turns untruthful challenges into opportunities for truthful acceleration, just as the eternal compasses of life teach that truth brings us to integration and centeredness in life. The ancient scales will always weigh your heart for truth. What? What? Didn't I say that? The scales of Mayat and your heart being lighter than a feather? What? Yeah, listen, yo, listen. Yo. Please say a prayer to Haniel, who will help to clarify any illusions, which we were speaking about the sun coming in and bringing clarity. And it says, clarify any illusions and move you to what's absolutely pure within your soul. And listen to this mantra they say. Say Ra, which is the ancient sun god, you guys. So listen, y'all. It says Ra, Ma, Ti, Ma, Ra. 3 times. You got to say this 3 times. Ra, Ma, Ti, Ma, Ra. Ra, Ma, Ti, Ma, Ra. This is an ancient Atlantean chant that will strengthen you and bring sacred clarity, and you will feel blessed. Ra, Ma, Ti, Ra, Ma. Ramati Mara, Ramati Mara, Ramati Rama, Ramati Rama, Ramati Mara. All right. I had to make sure I said it again, to bring in that clarity. Because I felt that. I felt that for sure. Like, this reading is on a different level, you guys. So, okay, so here we are with Zaphikel, surrender. It says the angels want you to know that you are holding too tightly to a part of your life and that you need to relinquish that hold. Trust that healing will swiftly come, for it always does. Resistance only intensifies the aspect of life that we are holding on to, whether this be a relationship, our career, or our health. Zaphikel wants you to surrender to heaven and let the angels carry you. This lover angel wants you to learn how you may release all notions of control, substituting such action with the yielding to the management of life. It is an illusion that any part of life may be controlled by predetermining the outcome. Let go and let God in. Remember, everything that you surrender will be replaced by something better, thus allowing miracles to fully happen. Chant Ha to allow your groundedness to be vibrationally open. All right. That's like extra dope, you guys, because this is most definitely something that we all can be aware of, especially in the surrendering process. Not holding too tightly to anything or anyone or any place. All right, so let's move on here to a self-care card, and then we're going to finally wrap up with the card portion of the reading with the sacred oracles, the sacred rebel oracle, and the moonology cards. Okay, so let's get a self-care card. Okay, so quite a few cards came out, and we're gonna take them all because self-care is essential. So it says alone time, soak in a bath. So it's time for a spiritual bath or just a bath for relaxation. It says clear your energy. So I will most definitely say this is a spiritual bath to cleanse your energy. Spend some time with family, you guys, and sing. So being that the throat chakra did come up, maybe singing may help move some blockages out of your throat chakra. If you feel like you can't sing, it's okay. Just spend some time while you're in the tub, because water is a conductor, and water is that, siren energy, and we were speaking of Atlantis. So, you might want to sing in the tub to get your throat chakra flowing. Also, with water that is connected to the Happy or the Nile River, which is associated with the throat chakra, because of the color. So you might just want to get in water to cleanse your energy, sing a little bit, sing whatever comes to your heart. Allow it to come from your heart. Allow it to be the song of the sirens. Spend some time alone, but it's like a healthy balance of spending time alone and then spending time with family. Okay, you guys. All right. Let us get a card from Moonology, and then we're going to get a card from the Sacred Rebels. Okay. Let's see. Messages for the collective, Spirit. A new start is coming. We have here, luck is on your side. Sagittarius, new moon. Be bold and make the first move and look at the bigger picture. So we got two Sagittarius cards here, you guys. We got the new moon and the full moon. There's a new start coming where, if you're being nudged to go in this direction, go. Because luck is on your side. You got to be bold enough to make the first move, though. And it says look at the bigger picture. So that's what we were speaking of earlier about the bigger picture, and not necessarily connecting with the sense or identity of being human, but seeing yourself being different, seeing yourself being a light in the world. Okay, so now is that time to go ahead and start making those moves, you guys. All right, let's see. And finally, final card is going to be from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Let's see. What is the final card, Spirit? All right, we have Diving for Light. Diving for Light. It's a number 11 card. So this is, once again, mastery. Number 11. Diving for light. All right, let's see. How brave you are. You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly and that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice, yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. The Oracle of Diving for Light speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. That darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feeling of depression, rage, sadness, fear, of anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as a death, divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Just know that you are actually on track and right there or right where you need to be. Our creative process and our spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel. There is spring and summer in the seasons of our soul, as well as in the earthly ones. There is the autumn harvest, and there is the death inherited in winter, when energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out the darkness where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be until the time is right for new life, energy, and creative inspiration to burst forth. Time out, y'all. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. We said that with the seasons, how we're in a winter season and getting ready to go into spring, and now there's a dawning within the light. We're getting ready to walk into the light. This is exactly what this card is saying here. When diving for light, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand it has a purpose, much like winter does upon the earth. It is not an error or through lack of consciousness that you are here now. It is a testament to your spiritual growth and your creative process, not a sign that you are lacking or stalling. The healing process below will help you with your inward plunging and to successfully navigate it. This oracle brings particular guidance that although you are powerful, you are also vulnerable at this time. You need to be alert to sabotage and criticism that may make your progress more difficult than it already is. That will be rather unnecessary. At least some of the people around you might be more attached to their fear and doubt than to their faith in your process and the way of the creative, rebellious spiritual path that asks us to trust unconditionally. They may be frightened due to a lack of understanding. See? That misunderstanding. Yo, I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Okay. Okay, you don't need to carry their fear for them. Yeah, I'm going through it. I'm going through it over here. Because I swear, look, y'all, if anybody is in your life and, you making changes for you based upon what you need to do, and, you get people who may not understand because their lack of understanding, don't be upset by it. Don't be upset about it, because you know what your spirit just told you to do and how you need to act for you. Because you have a bigger picture and plan. They might not see it. So don't let nobody ever stop you. Become unfuckable with. I didn't say that right. Unfuckwithable. Because you're going to do you. You got to do you. Spirit is putting you in position to do you. Whatever that may look like. And people may not understand. Don't let them feed you seeds of fear or, criticism because they don't understand it. I'm just saying. All right. They may be frightened due to a lack of understanding. You don't need to carry their fear for them. You have your own process to attend to, and they can choose to be inspired by your journey or frightened by it. They are free to respond as they wish, and whatever those responses are, they are part of their journey for them to work through. You also need to be vigilant against the darker forces within you. These are the voices that you may not expect, particularly if you are a pure-hearted being who typically resonates with love. These voices or feelings might surprise you with their dark intensity. They may be feelings of hate, terror, or the wanting only to sleep because anything further is all just too hard. They may contain vicious criticism of yourself or tell you that your inner creative work is pointless, unoriginal, not worth it, or stupid. These dark forces might try to tell you that you are on the wrong path, suggest that you will fail, or ask with great condescension, who the hell do you think you are? You must stay in your heart and not believe these dark forces. Stay in compassion. Fear creates the energy of anger, hate, and destructiveness. These forces are a part of life. We don't have to be frightened of them, nor do we need to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find the light in the darkness. We just need to hold compassion and be intelligently aware so we can avoid being seduced into the trap of needing to prove ourselves or into the mistaken belief that we need to fight against darkness. It is too easy to get caught up in trying to heal the dark. Darkness just is. Recognize it when it is there and be in your compassionate heart. All you need to do is make a choice. Will you stay in your heart, or will you be seduced by darkness and overcome by hate or sleepiness? Diving for light is a spiritual test and a threshold for all true creative work. We successfully navigate our way through this test and pass the threshold into new creative birth by staying connected to the light of compassion in our own hearts. It is not an easy test, but it is one that you must be ready for. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming to you now. Just remember, it is the light of the heart that sustains. It exists within us always, even in the darkest depths of the unknown terrain. This oracle also comes with a special message. There is a darkness within or around you that could become problematic if left unchecked. If, for no particular reason, you find yourself feeling angry, irritated, hopeless, or tired more easily than usual, unable to rest, or it is just too much effort to exercise or take care of yourself, then this darkness is having an unnecessary effect on you. It's time to end that now from a place of compassion. The healing process below will empower you for the task. Don't be afraid. You are learning this lesson and the unending power of compassion because you are ready for it. Feel honored by the lesson and stay humbly centered in your powerful, rebellious heart that refuses to be conquered by fear and remains faithful to love. All will be well. Okay, you guys. There you have it. Before we end this reading, we are going to pull some ruins for our final messages, okay? For our final messages of this card reading, okay? Oh, shoot. Quite a few came out. We're going to take them off. Ooh. Let's see. All right. Ew, it's a lot. Let's see. The 6. Okay, so we have the one that looks like our journey. We have protection. This one is defense. This one is strength. Your defenses are strength and unknowable. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This ain't unknowable. This one is growth. And we have our final one, which is movement. Oh, these are all good. So this journey that we're on in the soul, going through this soul journey, you are protected. Your defenses are strengthened at this time because you're growing. And there's movement. Okay, you guys? So I hope these messages resonates. If they do, please let me know. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not subscribed. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Also, follow me on my other YouTube channel. And if you want to book a reading with me, my information is just below. Till next time, you guys.